don't know what happened there. Seemed to get kicked out. There isn't anything wrong with the signal today, so I'm not sure what happened. I'm not really sure what happened. So we'll see if you're back in a wee second. I'm waiting the numbers coming up. Speech to everything still seems to be there. Morning, Kirsty. But I'm not sure whether you guys are able to see me this morning or no. We seem to have only one person watching now. I know we're starting to get back. It would appear the first of my streams broke down. We're now on another stream. This is terrible stuff. Don't know what to do here, folks. Just need to wait and see if you get back in. I don't know, Huey. If the other stream's still there, can you let people know about this one? That's better. Now you're starting to flood back in. I'm glad you can see and hear me. Numbers are starting to climb again, which is good. Just give it a wee second. I say I was about to break into the usual stuff there when everything went. I don't know what happened. There's nothing wrong with the signal strength. Got full strength in the internet. Don't know what happened. Really don't. No, it wasn't your phone, Diane. It was Restream kicked me out. All of a sudden, the wee square come up in the middle of the screen saying "Go live." I'm like, "Go live? I'm already fucking live." Oh well. Anyway, I hope it's went back out in the same marker it was on. Right, Indie Truck. We're up at the 50 mark again. So it's Indie Truck Davey out the truck and at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it is not a bad morning, clearing up. Incredibly warm weather for the time of year. Yesterday it got as high as 17 degrees here. For the 6th of November, that was fucking nuts. We'll see how high the temperature gets today. Anyway, that's the weather where Davey is in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. If you want to know what the weather's like where you are, look at your own bloody windy and maybe drop a wee comment in the comments so I know how it is with you are. Okay, right, newspaper headline review, take 2. Right, first up this morning is the Record. And I know that the stream it was the stream that broke down and nothing else because I still have all the papers lined up. I'm going to put a few of these up this morning, as I say, to give you a flavour of how this is being taken by the liberal press and the right-wing press. So, here we go. We'll start up putting up the Record. And the Daily Record has the Daily Record, the Star-Spangled Spanner. So you can see why the Record takes this. US votes for another 4 years of Trump and abortion bans. The largest mass deportation operation in American history. Abandoning Ukraine. Bonkers trade tariffs. Abolition of the education department. And climate change denial. Wow. If that's his share, if that's his policies, America's in fucking trouble. Especially with the trade tariffs and the abolishing of the education system. Now, there's a fucking bold move. That is a bold move. Right, let's move on. The Herald goes on. Now, let's put Herald up, shall we? The Herald goes on. Donald Trump elected to the White House as the 47th President of America. And the main headline, warning of legal aid crisis as case payments drop by 23%. So, case payments drop 23%. Now, there could be various reasons for that. People are rich enough not to need legal aid. Crime's down. The amount of cases being heard is down. There'll be various reasons for that. But most likely, if legal aid payments are down 23%, people are either better off or crime's down, probably. So that's the Herald, but it's the only one that deviates today. The only one that deviates today. Where we go next? The Scotsman. And the Scotsman has Trump sweeps back. Historic comeback was underestimated in the polls. Harris, I concede election, but do not concede the fight. And Swinney fears tariffs that will put Scottish jobs at risk. It's a fair fear, John. It's a fair fear. Right. The Sun has Trump back for season 2. Yeah. Shot, sued, tried, insulted, and written off. But ordinary Americans say, you're hired. A reference to his TV show, The Apprentice. Rip off of the UK one, I think it was. Or was the UK one a rip off of the American one? One way or another. Well, anyway, according to the Rupert Murdoch, the ordinary American people have selected Trump, and so they have. But that's what happens when you dumb down your education system. That is what happens when you dumb down your education system. People vote fucking for all sorts of silly things. Right, the Daily Mail has put this one up because it's cock a hoop this morning. As you can imagine, right wing rag. Yeah, here we go. A comeback to Trump, all comebacks. In the end, it wasn't even close. It was a thumping one. Liberals in the US and Britain left bewildered and tearful. It's a nightmare for Starmer and his Donald loathing cabinet. And we'll get to that a wee bit more this afternoon on the Two Davies, but this is not going to go well for the UK. I can assure you of this. We are an economy which is already in the fucking grubber. The UK is about to get whacked real hard. Class action. Was that a question? I see you've got an exclamation mark there. The US has an education system, exclamation mark. I think you meant a question mark there, class action, to be fair. One has to ask the question, though. Well done. So the Daily Mail, of course, is cock a hoop. And the Daily Express will be the same. We'll see if we put the Express in this morning, because for some reason it's been revived. No, I haven't put it in this morning. Anyway, the Express has cock a hoop and all. What's that got? He's been shot, convicted of a crime, and branded a fascist, but he's still the people's choice. There isn't much to argue with that, is there? He is the choice of the ordinary American. And one of the things that makes me worry about this is Starmer, thinking Kamala Harris was going to fucking win, he signs an agreement that ties us to the USA's foreign policy portfolio. Wow. So we're aligned with America on foreign policy by treaty, thanks to Starmer. This could be an interesting 4 years. That's for sure. Right, the Telegraph, the Times has Trump promises golden age after sweeping the Democrats aside. Trump promises a golden age. Has anybody heard about his economic plans? Isolationism, tariffs, trade wars, mass expulsion. of immigrants. The US economy is about to fucking hit the grubber. Inflation is about to run fucking rampant through the world. But we'll get a wee bit more of that in the Two Davies. I say I don't want to get too deep into it because it will be a big part of this afternoon's programme. Right, the Telegraph has Trump Queen sweep. The National have looked at that one. I'm going to stick this one up. The National has Scots on the rocks, industry fears over Trump whiskey tariffs. And believe it or not, one of the biggest Google searches after the election was how can I move to Scotland or elsewhere in the world, as huge spike in Google search terms in the US following Trump's victory, as many seek an escape route. And David Pratt's got a column saying America's allies should be worried. So it would appear, a bit like Brexit, Americans who can flee are gone. So brain drain on in America. And by the looks of the way they're voting, there's not that many fucking brains left in the place. But who could say? I mean, here in the UK, fucking idiots voted for red Tories to replace blue fucking Tories. The right of centre is where we're at in the UK. Fucking way ahead is Trump heading for fascism. The right of centre is where we are here in the UK. And anybody wants to dispute that with me can. Because the Labour Party doesn't sit left of centre anymore. It sits right of centre. And anybody who tries to tell you otherwise is either blind, stupid, or a fucking liar. Which seems to round up the population here on these islands and the population in America. Because we've a bunch of right-wing nutters in the House of Thieves and carpetbaggers and all. 60% tariff on whiskey. Yeah, there will be a fucking assassination attempt on him. There will be a Scot. There will be an American. Yeah. I don't think Trump's going to put that steep a tariff on whiskey. The Americans like a tipple. The Scottish caucus will shoot him. Right. The eye tells us landslide. The Metro goes on. America's golden age. Now that's a free paper that shows up everywhere. It appears it's on the right of politics. No reflecting the general views of the mass population. But we don't expect the press in the UK or anywhere else to reflect our views. We expect the press here to tell us what our fucking views are. Because that's how the press works here. It's just one big propaganda machine. And if it's no peddling celebrity pish to take our eyes off the ball, then it's telling us what our political doctrine should be or is. That's not what the press was invented for. The press was invented for holding truth to power. No telling us what we should and should not believe. Right, what's the Star notice for this morning? Well, what I will tell you about the Star headline this morning is it's definitely on the left, the Star. Well, of course, with the Star being a comic rag, it's very difficult to tell. Anyway, the Daily Star has probably got the most, the best headline of the day. So it has. We are a wee bigger. And we'll scroll it down. First meeting between the 47th President of the United States and Britain's Foreign Secretary David Lammy could get interesting. Aye, well, Lammy's black and Trump's white. Okay. Well, this is awkward. How it started, how it's going. Deluded, dishonest, xenophobic, narcissistic Donald Trump is no friend of Britain. He is not fit to hold public office, let alone worthy of our country's highest honour. And a banquet with the Queen. Theresa May is selling out the UK to serial liars, and cheats. That's a wee bit of blast for the past. David Lammy has. The UK has no greater friend than the US, with the special relationship being cherished on both sides of the Atlantic. Lammy is fucking delusional. There is no special relationship. Westminster and our so-called politicians are America's bitch. America's bitch. No backbone to stand up to them. Nothing. And as I say, Starmer and Biden just signed a treaty. No consultation in the Parliament, by the way. But Starmer and Biden just signed a treaty tying us to US foreign policy. Oof. Oofed. Well, as I say, there's not much in the papers today, except for Trump. In fact, that's all there is in the paper today, is Trump's landslide. And when it comes to this afternoon, David and I will be discussing the implications of a Trump presidency, or the potential implications of a Trump presidency. I hear the House of Democrats might actually swing towards, the House of what land it? House of Representatives. It's the Senate, I think, isn't it? What's the other one? Anyway, they tell me that the one of the two houses of vote there might swing to Democrat, but if no, and they both go Republican, and with Trump's appointments to the Supreme Court in America, he could have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wants. But, as I say, we'll get into that a wee bit deeper this afternoon. I apologise for whatever happened to the Congress. That's the word I was looking for. Congress. Thank you very much, Clog Dancing Raver. It would appear the Congress might go Democrat. The House of Representatives, that's already Republican. The Supreme Court judges are Republican. Trump could have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wants. This could be an entertaining 4 years, but it could be painful, but entertaining. Right, listen, be back again this afternoon at 4 o'clock where David and I will get into the Trump election and the other main stories here on this island and a wee bit wider afield. We'll talk about the implications for Ukraine. We'll talk about the implications for the people of Gaza and South Lebanon. We'll talk about implications for trade wars throughout the world. So we'll have a lot to discuss this afternoon. Don't miss it, 4 o'clock on this channel, the Two Davies channel. As I say, we'll cover the main stories here in Scotland, the main stories here in the UK and the wider world. And Trump, he will have an influence on them all. So back at 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'm about to go and spoil the dog and see if he's going to continue this journey of getting better. We'll see how it goes. But we'll definitely see you guys at 4 o'clock this afternoon, okay? And Trump plans to declare himself king. Listen, there is questions about whether there will ever be US elections again while this guy's alive. Or whether he will declare himself king and pass it on to his family. You never know with this guy's another. See you all this afternoon, we'll discuss that then. Oh, fuck. Thanks for your super chats. Thanks, mods. To say Thursday. QA, just open the after chat. I'll be in about 20 past. Alright, 11. So open the after chat if anybody wants to talk about this Trump carry on. I'll see you in the after chat. Shuggy, just open it up. I'll be in about 20 past 11. Okay, bye for now. See you later on, guys. See you at 4. We're after each other. Thanks, mods. Thanks for your contributions, folks, for your super chats.